Hey guys, Brian delivered you the goods here. Sorry about the yawning for a second. So I wanted to return to you for this surprise video that I was going to surprise you guys with for, you guessed it, a new series that's coming out now for a return of Throwback movie reviews. So this is the first episode I'm reviewing for Deliverance, the 1972 movie with Burt Reynolds and Jon Voight. And so I'm going to discuss what I watched for the movie overall for Deliverance for this hour and 50-minute movie and let you know my thoughts on this film overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now, basically, what did I think of the movie? I mean, granted, it's average. It's not a bad film, but it's a kind of more thrillerish, suspenseful kind of film where these four guys, Drew, Bobby, Ed, Jon Voight's character, and Lewis, Burt Reynolds' character, are taking a canoe trip into this Georgia river or whatever. The Appalachian River, I believe, is where they're taking that trip to. But overall, I think with this film, things go wrong where you see this is the movie where it's the squeal like a pig thing, so it's pretty fucked up. And honestly, there's a certain somebody that does squeal like a pig, honestly. But all jokes aside, I was gonna mention that in this video because that shit's funny. The person BA, that dude squeals like a pig. Honestly, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm just pointing out a fact. Because that hillbilly redneck kind of annoys the fuck out of me. But honestly, like I said, moving on. I only wanted to throw that in this review anyway, just to poke fun at that shit. But it's a real person, of course, and someone I've had an encounter with. So, Deliverance was not a bad film. I think this movie was good. I mean, granted, there were some critiques I had with this film, with the overall structure, how it was made, this film. Keep in mind, this is a film from 1972, and it's actually not a bad film. It's actually, excuse me, honey, one of the more tolerable films I enjoyed for 1972 overall. So sorry, this cat's sitting on my power cord of the laptop. So overall, with what I watched with this film, like I said, the canoe accident, there's a canoe accident, of course, in this film where Drew apparently, after they kill someone, the squeal like a pig scene where Lewis actually does shoot the guy that, if you've seen the scene, he does rape Bobby. It's pretty fucked up. It's some fucked up shit. This movie was kind of fucked up in that scene, but the rest of the way, it did a good job. It was serviceable for this film, but for what I watched, there were some critiques I had with this film where basically the cop was saying, don't ever come back to this town again, and all that shit at the end of the movie. And then Jon Voight's like, okay. So at the end of the day, I think Deliverance was a good movie. It was an interesting film. Granted, the squeal like a pig scene was pretty fucked up, for sure. And a certain BA can squeal like a pig, for sure. Because he's a hillbilly retard, honestly, in my opinion. And if I were to give Deliverance its deserved score, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 for this film. It's a good movie. I mean, granted, not everything is going to be great for films. And there were some messed up points in the film that kind of went overboard a little bit, but for what it's worth, this film actually had a good story, and it basically, it's not the best film, but it's a good film. It's alright for a watch. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this Throwback Movie Reviews, Season 6, Episode 1. I hope you enjoyed the premiere. Sorry it took me a while to get to doing this. I've been so busy with most of the year with other reviews and all that. But I will have another Throwback Movie review coming out next Monday. And hopefully you will enjoy that. And yeah, Deliverance, 8 out of 10 for this 1972 film. I did the best I could to make the review as good as possible. Like I said, the movie is not bad. I do like the banjo scene and the acoustic guitar scene where they do like a guitar of guitar versus showdown, where guitar versus banjo, where it's pretty interesting of a scene. And overall, it's a good movie in its own way, but it's not like movie of the year, basically, from that era. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Deliverance. I hope you enjoyed this movie review tonight for the Throwback Movie Review Season 6, Episode 1 review. Thank you guys for watching.